Going on, guys? I'm Wyatt, and this is AI Justin because I took regular Justin and I murdered him, and I threw him in his own freezer. I actually, what I did was I robbed him, I killed him, and then I robbed him again, and then I had to create AI Justin to fill in for him. So he's here to take over regular Justin's duties.
Yep. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to be here for episode, what is it? What one am I getting
Oh,
to start
episode
on here?
45.
Episode
45. Yeah.
45. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so 45 on this will be AI Justin. All
Yeah,
information that I give.
unless I get tired of AI Justin, then I'll revive original Justin because I can do that. I can't do that to everybody. I can just do that to you in this one exact situation. So if anything else happens,
Tough luck.
yeah,
Oh, wow, that's good to know. Well, in the meantime, I'll be here answering everybody's questions. Probably not correctly, but since I'm AI, you have to trust it because I am God, or the new God.
that's right.
So, yeah, I'm excited to be here. Really excited to see how a podcast goes. I don't know, see what kind of splurge I can get all over it.
Yeah, actually, you know what? If I don't win this lottery tonight, I'm gonna have to return my AI Justin machine, and then I'll have to revive the regular Justin. So this might be your only shot.
Are you playing the lottery? Are you?
Yeah, dude. I bought a ticket like a week ago or so, I think, and then I got another one today. Here's this. I got the receipt for it, but the actual ticket is hanging on my refrigerator, and I got the whiteboard next to it with the word "winner" and the arrow pointing to the
Nice.
ticket. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to speak it into existence. Maybe by the time this comes out, I'll have $438 million, which means that I'll actually have about $220 million.
But you'll be set.
But yeah, that's 220 more than I have now.
That's right. Wait, $220 or 220 million?
Million.
Oh, okay. I just had to
Yeah.
clarify that somehow in the last week you didn't really come up on your fortune.
Yeah, that'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Be like, dude, I really need to win this lottery just so I can get to the.
I need that 220 mark.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just need to get to that 220 mark, and I'm $200 short.
I just can't work another day and a half for it. I gotta, yeah.
Yeah, I can't work a day and a half at any menial job that anybody can get. I gotta.
Oh, that's good. Well, good luck to you then, dude. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I don't play the lottery. It's my luck shit.
I've only done it twice. The time that I did it, the first time that I did it a couple weeks ago, I only did it because I had a dream that Jocelyn won the Powerball. So that's
Shit.
when I told her. So I told her that day. I was like, "Oh yeah, you got to go get Powerball tickets today." She said, "Why do I have to do that?" I said, "Well,
Just in case, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know. That's smart. That's
well,
smart.
I got one. I got one too." And then we were leaving Giant Eagle earlier, and I walked by the machine and I said, "Well,
Mine as well.
drawings tonight. I might as well."
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, good luck to you, and good luck to everybody else who's
Yeah, maybe we'll all win.
playing. If you all win, then you'll all be a couple dollars richer.
Yeah, right.
That's the good news, is your tax brackets and your attitudes probably won't change too much.
Yeah, nothing will change at all. Actually, maybe I'll get yourself a case of beer.
Yeah. Actually, that'd be a pretty good Powerball win, honestly.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
better than
that's
nothing. Yeah.
just something. That's cool. Heck yeah. Dude, I don't know about you, but I know you said you're feeling better today. I don't know what it is. Today's hit me harder. Like,
Really?
in terms of being wore out and tired, and I don't know if it's just a combination of the whole week or, my cat's mad at me because I'm feeding them an hour later or whatnot. There's something going on that,
Yeah,
It's
Tony's
just-
probably pissed.
oh, he's such a dickhead, dude. He goes and meows, has me go and fill up his bowl. He'll come in there, make sure that I fill up his bowl, and then he'll go and push Cinnamon out of her bowl so that he can eat her food.
Hell yeah, dude. He's a real fat ass. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. He thinks that he's freaking bringing home the bacon, and really, we're buying that shit at Walmart, bringing it home for him. So you need to stop being such a stingy bastard.
Yeah, you can give him some of this stuff I got here in my hand. I wanted to drink it when I first got home, but I thought I'd save it for this. This is the first thing I'm going to do before I get into how my week went. Before you get into how your week went, I'm going to intercept us with the first ever liquor trial.
I love it. There's a good liquor review. We've never had a liquor review on here.
This shit right here is it's Fireball, but it's like fancy Fireball.
Holy shit. Now, whenever you said Fireball, immediately I was like, oh, okay. But whenever you said fancy Fireball, I was thinking a cinnamon-like liquor, not actually a fancy Fireball.
Yeah, it's Fireball Dragon Reserve. Cinnamon whiskey rested with charred oak for a fiery smoothness. We're about to see how it is. I'm gonna drink it by itself.
Fireball.
I don't have a chaser. I don't have a chaser that's other than water. So
honestly, that's how you give it a good, honest review, though.
yeah, I might have poured way too much for a trial, but
I'm gonna be honest. Just from what I saw in your glass, I think you did. But it's gonna make this podcast that much more interesting.
yeah, I won't drink it all at once unless it's really good. I guess we're about to find out. I put it in my Coors Light can glass too, by the way.
That's what I just noticed. Yeah, that thing's dope.
It's pretty good, but I guess the best way to describe it is really just Fireball that doesn't suck.
Yeah, that Dragon's Reserve got a little bit extra scales in it. It's a little more.
It tastes like a little less fake. If that makes any sense. Like, you know how when you're drinking like Fireball, you're like, wow, that tastes like the candies. It tastes like the Fireball.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most artificially flavored horse shit ever. Like, this doesn't taste so much like that. Like, I can taste a little bit of the cinnamon, but
See, I actually might end up liking that more. I don't really care for Fireball well, once you have bad experiences, meaning puking it up a whole bunch, then you
that's
just
awful.
hate
That's the
Fireball.
worst, yeah.
But that's what gets me now, because I've had that extended period. That's what gets me with the Fireball is the artificial cinnamon taste. Like, it's just too strong and too there in every, you know what I mean, every sip. So that's good. If the cinnamon's a little light on it, that might be.
It is a little light, and it doesn't, like, it tastes, I guess, more natural, I almost want to say.
What's the price range comparison to
I think it
a
was
normal?
I think it was like $25, and a normal one's like 18 or something like that. So it wasn't anything too
If you're
out there.
Yeah, if you're buying it, you can afford it.
Yeah, like it's not anything too. It's not like you go to get the Jack Daniels whatever the reserve,
Yeah.
and it's like $55 for a normal bottle. Or Crown Royal Black, and it's like $60 for a normal bottle.
It's really funny when you're young. Like, it's a big deal to get to spend that money on that liquor. Like, to get those. I remember going through all the Jack Daniels, dude. We tried every single Jack Daniels at one point. Like, that's cool. Well, heck yeah, first liquor review.
Yeah, it's I give it like a 6.
See, in my opinion, anything over a 6 on this podcast that we give it, people should check out. Because that's a solid product. It's because if we're giving it a 5, it's just enough to where there's going to be, like, it's just not enough. But a 6 is a solid review answer, because to really get, like, once you get to an 8, you're looking at a dang good product, so.
I'll put it this way. People that like Fireball people that love Fireball would love this. People that like Fireball will like this. And people that don't like Fireball at all would tolerate this.
That's the category I'd fall into.
Yeah.
I would tolerate that.
Yeah, like, you wouldn't love it, but I don't think you would hate it either.
Yeah.
Unless you drank too much of it and threw it up, but that'd be bad. Yeah, that's it. Well, with that out of the way, and myself loosened up a little bit after my trial drink. What'd you get into the past? I don't even want to say 7 days. I don't know what day we recorded. I never know what day we record anymore. Half the time on the day, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what day it is whenever we record. But I guess we'll start at the weekend. I know it was before the weekend.
Yeah, that honestly, that's the only thing that matters because the weeks are the weeks.
The weeks are the same shit.
The weeks are the weeks. My daughter was homesick all last week, so I was homesick all last week with her. So there's my week. The weekend was
rundown.
Yeah, Halloween. Layla was still kind of sick, so that sucked, but we still was able to go out and see my family and Faith's family with it. So even for the short time that we were out and the 12 pieces of candy total that we picked up, it was worth it, I guess, for memories. No, it wasn't. That's a lie. It was next year will be. This year was not.
Yeah.
But either way, we did that, and then I really didn't do much but run errands this weekend and hung out with you a lot. You were in town.
I saw you, yeah.
We got to watch football. We got to just play NASCAR. We got to play basketball for the first time in forever.
Yeah, we actually played a few games of 2K. That was really
fun.
I don't anymore. I put my PlayStation in rest mode, but right before we got on, I had 2K up in front of me. I was trying to push the Clippers further.
Yeah, that's awesome. That makes me want to hop back in. I don't even know what the last 2K I have over there is. Probably 2K20.
Yeah. I remember back in college, you played 2K a lot. Like
that was my
We both played a lot of video games, but like you played Call of Duty and 2K like a motherfucker.
Those were my games. It's so funny. Unfortunately, those are the only things from college that I have on my Snapchat memories are either videos or just screenshots from the ridiculous things that I did with LeBron James or the scores on Call of Duty. Or it's funny little flashbacks because I forget that I was really into gaming at one point in time. Yeah. Like it was my ish.
I got a few Snapchat memories of, like that I see when I'm scrolling through. That's like a game that I played of 2K, and I'm like, what do you mean 40, 20, and 20? Like, what the fuck was I?
Yeah.
Bro? Like, I can't do that on these games nowadays. Like, and I even still play them. I still play them, and I can't do that shit. But when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I can just go ahead and drop a historic game real fast.
Yeah, every single one of them. Yeah. That was my whole goal with LeBron. Next time that one comes up, I'll make sure to save it and throw it in the podcast because they're just funny to look at how biased I was as a young fan because I was extremely biased.
Yeah.
But I think that's the benefit of those games, you know. But yeah, so we got to play that, which was awesome. Got to hang out a lot, and then other than that, I did a little bit of Christmas shopping, and then that's really it. Worked into this week. Just little tiny things. We're making a lot of good progress. I'm making a lot of progress at work. This year's magazine is officially finished.
Nice.
So yeah, and it's fucking kick ass. It's another great.
It?
Yeah, and I did a lot more. I wrote a lot more of the articles. I wrote most of the articles in this one, and probably except for like 15 pages, and it's really cool because cool to see my writing and not just my photos and my design work, kind of to be well rounded. But hopefully that comes out sometime by December, and then we'll be able to review that on the podcast because I want to look at it and brag on it. And yeah, that's really about it. I'm trying to think, dude. I ran into Hunter and Gunner. I already told you this, but I'm shouting them out on here too. Ran into Hunter and Gunner. Great to see them. Don't get to see them too often. But just want to shout you guys out for being supportive friends and fans of our extracurricular endeavors that we do here.
Thank you, fellas. It is much appreciated. I miss you guys, and I hope you're doing well. Because I haven't seen you in much longer than Justin has. But for you guys, I will have another trial drink of this trial whiskey.
Well, I know you guys are doing well, which is why I'm going to join Wyatt and having a drink in your guys' honor. Thanks for being fans, and yeah, guys, you're awesome.
Yeah. And then another one for Faith's mom. I'm sorry, I forget her name, but
Regina.
Right.
Yeah, I'll finish this one off.
Oh yeah, I got it.
But yeah, what'd you get into this weekend, dude? Well, I know kind of what you did this weekend, but you know, in total this weekend.
I did some driving. I did some football watching. Really, it was just like a big unwind weekend, like the real first one that me or her have had in a while. With my job fiasco throughout October, doing quitting and going to a new one, going back. Last weekend was like a real good reset. So I didn't do shit over the week. I went to work as usual. I actually worked more than usual coming back. Was that? No, I didn't. Not last week. I didn't. The week before that. Time moves too quick, dude. I don't even know when I came back. But yeah, it was just work and all that bullshit. Got my long weekend. Hit the road Friday morning. Got to Glenville real early. Met Mom's new cat. He's orange as shit. I'll hopefully I remember. I'll throw a picture of him up here. He's a man of various names. I don't know what his official name is, but I've called him many things. But yeah, he's orange. He's dumber than. Mom took him to the vet and got him fixed Monday. I guess they told him he was 5 months old, or they told her he was 5 months old.
I could tell he was fucking young as shit. I knew that he was, just from the way he was jumping around on the bottom of the chairs, dude. It was something that was, but
yeah, bro, he smokes crack and he wakes people up at goddamn 5 a.m. on Sundays.
I want to throw this in there. Wyatt said there's no official name, but there's an official name as of this podcast. Wyatt calls him Big Cheese, and I
do call him Big Cheese.
His name is Big Cheese.
He's the shit, yeah.
That's what I refer to him as well now. That's his name. Big Cheese.
That's what Jocelyn calls him.
Yeah, that dude's just... Which, that's a nickname, obviously. He can have an official legal name for the government, but Big Cheese is what he is around his house.
Yeah. I mean, all of my cats don't really go by their names. Never have. Like, Oreo was always Fat Ass. Or, and that was when I was mad at him. That was whenever he, knock over a drink. I'm like, you fucking fat ass, what are you doing? Yeah. I call all my cats all kinds of shit. Tyrone was just T.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, because you just loved him, so you could just shorten it. Because he was the dopest cat anybody could have, honestly.
Oreo had all kinds of various names. Some of them were insults, some of them were not. He was the shit. Ollie's always just been Ollie. Yeah, he's been government named his whole fucking life. Onyx, me and Jocelyn call Onyx Cow because he's black and white. He's just a cow, dude. He's just black and white, and he shows up in the wild sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, I barely see him. He's a
pussy.
He's a sly little dude. He's quiet. Stays away.
He's a little pussy. He goes and hides anytime anybody shows up. I usually don't see him for the first 4 hours when I get there.
That's hilarious. He doesn't even care who's in his home. Just don't bother him.
Yeah, there's fucking many cats over the years. But yeah, I got to meet the new cat. Yeah, and I got to hang out with you, dude. Really, of course, seeing my mom and shit was cool, and seeing you was cool, but, no real highlights this weekend other than I got to get out of here and fucking relax and breathe a little bit. Had a good little drive down. My most eventful day in the past week was today in terms of, doing shit. So we went out and, Jocelyn had a test this morning. She got done. She got back and picked me up. We went out to lunch. We went to go see her mom, and then we went to 2 bars on the way back. Went to Giant Eagle and then the liquor store, and now we're here.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a good little. The past few days have been a good
unwind.
A good unwind. Yeah, and then this time change is wind back up.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just fucking talk about this shit.
It's terrible. Sucks.
Okay, let's just start off. Time change is a stupid fucking concept that literally does not benefit anybody to any extent. And I brought up a funny but an actual legitimate argument that I think could be made. None of our cats or animals understand that the time change is different, and yet we force them to eat an hour later every single day. I don't that's stupid. That's dumb. You know how dumb that is? Because you can't fucking give me a real reason for it. The sun setting at 5 o'clock is one of the dumbest things that I've ever freaking had to witness as an adult. I don't think I realized how stupid it was until this year. Yeah.
Dude, I only see the sunlight now when I don't work. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I work 12-hour shifts, so I go out for lunch and pick something up for lunch, but like I get up and go to work. It's dark. I clock out and I go home. It's dark. Like today was the first day that I saw the sun for any longer than 30 minutes in since Sunday. So I was driving home.
Wow. See, that's just stupid. I get sunlight, but I don't get it at the times that I need it. And now I have a lot of video projects coming up at work, and I need the evening time to shoot it because light has to be right. But the evening time is during the daytime, and during the daytime doesn't equate with what we're needing. Yeah. So it just all fucks me. So this weekend, I was complaining about it to Wyatt, and now I'm going to complain and inform everybody. I had to find somebody to blame. We need to blame somebody, and we need to address it, and we need to make sure that
we can blame Dalton. We can blame Dalton. He's right back there. He can't hear me. He's got his headset on, so he can't hear me, but we can definitely blame Dalton.
All right, well...
I see him. He's
Dalton,
easily blamable. Yeah.
He's not a congressman, but Dalton is on there. We're going to address 12% of the blame to Dalton.
12, yeah, that's fair.
12% of the blame goes to Dalton Rose.
Yeah.
And... No, yeah, 12%. I was going to give him a little more, but you know what?
12's fair. 12's fair. Light on him. Let's be light on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't deserve it all. He's just partial.
He didn't know the can of worms that he was opening when he did this shit, so...
Short form, in 1895, Dalton and Congressman George Hudson got together and proposed the idea of daylight savings time because they both love collecting bugs, love getting out there, digging in the dirt, getting up those worms, and they needed more time to collect the bugs. So, in the springtime, this is what would offer it. It offered them more time to do so. So the reason why we all have to change our clocks back 130 years later is because Dalton and this guy got together to get together and collect some centipedes and some millipedes, and then they got together and made a big old...
bugs.
Dude, I'm telling you, just absolute retardation is what this is. There's no, like, that's it. Like, that's my thing. I can't continue to add to it because how dumber can you get than I want to collect bugs? Like,
yeah.
So, Dalton and Congressman George Hudson from 1895, I blame both of you, and you guys are now on the BBP shit list. Yeah. Dalton, only 12% though. You still got room to grow, buddy.
Dalton could get a roadie for this. He'd be in the 12% club. I don't know what it would be.
We'll just give him a roadie for the 12% club.
He's just his own. We'll give it to him every year. It's just his.
Not gonna lie, that would be cool because then I'm trying to work on the design for the new roadies for this year or for this upcoming. We need to nail it and we need to figure it out. I don't know if we want to order them or if we want to go with my design and I make them. I was looking at trophy bases to where we could just put like those little miniature things that I was making on there, but
it is almost time for the real first one, isn't it? Like we did a half-year one just for shits and giggles because 6 months I think is a lot longer than we thought we were ever going to do this maybe. But like now it's routine. And yeah, we're coming up on the real first one.
Yep.
And it's going to be a tough decision. I think it's something we're going to have to start thinking about like now because there's not much of the year left.
No, there's 6 weeks until Christmas, 7 weeks till Christmas, but 6 weeks really until Christmas.
And we'll probably record this. Definitely got to record it in person over the break. Even if we have to, if something happens and we're not like our schedules aren't going to line up for the holiday, like even if we have to record it like mad early, like we can do that. And just put it out. Yeah, like
our real first roadies is going to be a banger. Okay, we're going to be bringing out our new sticker sheets, which we're going to do. I think that we should do a social media giveaway to where like people will get some of our stickers if they interact with us and do shit. Yeah. But I'm very excited. We're going to make this like a real cool, fun award show. It's going to be big and it's going to be small, but it's going to be big for us, which is like...
It's going to be fun.
Yes, and that's what I'm excited for. There's going to be new shit. We're going to be talking about randomness. Oh,
I like that we waited because I remember whenever we were. This is around the time last year that this idea was born. Um, and I remember fucking like I just thought like the holidays is a good anniversary for this thing. And it really is. Like,
Yeah.
almost a year in and it's like it's for real a good fucking it's a good time to wrap shit up and go on to the next shit. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool that we're gonna get to do the fun shit around fun shit time. Like
Yep.
it's just another little holiday venture to look forward to.
It works out really well. The way that it should play out, we should have at least 2 in-person podcasts out of our last 6 that we have this year. Possibly 3, which would be awesome. So
that would be.
But I am super excited because I'm working on our South Park stickers. I'm working on redesigning them into our normal clothes because that's what I'm going to actually make the sticker of. But I bought a special hat for one of our in-person podcasts, so I'm guessing I'll push it for our 1 year. It's gonna fucking blow everybody away, and I already added it to me on this sticker, and Faith died laughing, and she even finds my stuff dumb most of the time. But
That's awesome.
the accuracy of it, I can't lead into it without giving it away, but whenever I do, you'll laugh for at least 30 seconds straight, and whoever watches the podcast will at least enjoy how fun I am. And so, I'm very excited for it, dude. I'm so excited. This is, just talking about this has really got me excited for these last ones now. Dang.
Yeah, and it's cool. The cool thing about it is just, we get to the, it's like we get to the championship and then have no off season, and then we just start over.
Yeah, that's
we just start over with a year of experience, ready to talk about more ridiculous shit, or average shit and make it ridiculous, or average shit and keep it average. God knows, sometimes we might even make it worse.
Wow. I like to elaborate on just about everything that I think on, and unfortunately, these make me think in the opposite way that I would normally. But that makes for really good podcast talk. So it actually equates to a really good math problem that I like to solve. And look, I'm solving it right now.
This is the first time I think that I've sat here and consistently drank whiskey on one of these. It's usually just beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go back to traditions.
Yeah. Slow it down for a second at least. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is my Saturday. I've been drinking for quite some time. Definitely not hammered. I had a good pace today.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's awesome, Tim. Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, because I'm off today and tomorrow, so this is my Saturday. The closest thing I'll get to it this week, because this is the long week. This is the week of hell, where I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, while everybody else I know gets to relax or have fun, or both.
Yeah.
But that's cool, though, because then when everybody else that I know gets back to their normal life next Monday, I'm waking up at 9:30, oh boy, am I ever well rested? I'm going to go sit on the couch and watch TV.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so depressing. And now the cold weather's hitting, so there's not even shit to, do. Today was 71 degrees. I wanted to golf so bad, but I just had so much things I had to take care of and do after work that I couldn't. But 71 freaking degrees, and now it's going to go back to 50.
Yeah, today was incredible. I was shocked when I stepped outside.
That's how you know winter's about to hit, because we got literally a freak summer autumn day.
And I should have gone fishing today, bro. I didn't.
Oh, honestly, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. I've been working on. I started working on a fishing sticker,
Really?
one for Jocelyn, but I'm making it a Backroad Banter podcast stick. It's gonna have our Backroad Banter name on it. It'll be a Backroad Banter podcast, but it's a fishing design.
Yeah.
I don't have the fishing part done, but I have the background, the lake and the mountains done. But I'm super excited. That just reminded me about it. I've been working on that.
I want to pitch you an idea for a really long-term project.
Yep.
I don't think it would be hard. I think you could whip one up in a day. But I told Jocelyn today that she wants to get her hair and shit done for graduation, and I told her that mom could do it. And
Hmm.
she was like, "Well, I feel bad having your mom do it." And I was like, "No, it'll be like a graduation present. Like I'll have Justin make up a coupon for you that I can give to my mom."
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think my mom, especially if I didn't tell her about it, I think it'd be the funniest shit ever. Because she would do it. She wouldn't care. Like, mom. She likes to stay busy no matter what the fuck it is. So she would do it. But, like, I think it would just be a lot funnier if I were to have, like, a coupon, like, hey, here you go.
Yeah, I've already got it in mind. I'm gonna put, like, there's gonna be a bottom fine print, valid only at, lavish, locks,
Yeah.
or, and
That would be
then,
funny as shit.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I'll send that over to you. That'd
And then
be
she might
hilarious.
fuck around and have you actually print out real ones if she ever wanted to be generous, but I don't think she'd do that.
Well, I could just print this out and cut one out for you guys if you guys end up liking the design, and then when you come in, I'll just have it ready for you guys.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
mean, her
funny.
graduation's not till April, but
That's
yeah.
yeah,
Plenty
perfect
of time. Plenty of time. But yeah, I thought it was still a really good idea anyway.
No, that definitely is. I love these. I've got so many little things, dude. I love making these little notes. I got our Reddit readings and our Wheel of Questions because I want that to be pushed to next year. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of little notes. That adds in there good. 12% club. Dalton wins a roadie. That's what at the bottom of my thing.
Yeah, he's a lock already. He's already, made the playoffs, ran through them, fucking.
I don't know anybody else in it right now. Honestly, he's a one and done solo artist.
There will be some ridiculous bullshit that happens in the next 50-ish days that somehow includes somebody else in the.
We can throw them in it.
Yeah, it's not gonna make any sense. But now that I said it, it's not gonna happen.
But then again, though, us adding him into it didn't make sense. We just attributed 12% of daylight savings.
I guess that's right. It is kind of 12% his fault, though. He doesn't have any idea. He's locked in. He's playing Battlefield.
We can make, this is the best thing about this. This is our show, so we can make it, we can make up the
whatever
rules.
the fuck we want. Yeah, we can give it to whoever.
Oh, this is our show. This is our show. This is mine and his show. So that means that we get a rant, which means I'm going to rant for a second. Fucking McDonald's.
Uh-oh.
I was working yesterday, had to work over, or had to work late, had to go and do a photo shoot for some donations and stuff. Faith wanted food, so I was like, okay, I'll just get you McDonald's because I didn't want to wait 20 minutes for Pizza Hut.
Right.
Should have waited.
Right.
But I order the food, I get to McDonald's, and they give me my receipt. I pull up to the second window. You know how that goes. And they hand me my drink, and then they look at me, and they're like, excuse me, can you pull up into spot 3? And I looked over, and spot 1 was full, spot 2 was full, and then spot 4 was full. And I said, no. I said, I don't want to do that.
No.
And she said, well, we're waiting on nuggets. And I said, I don't think I have nuggets, but even if I do, I said, there's only one car behind me, and I don't want to wait. I said it would be just as fast for you guys to hand it through here rather than walk it outside. And the woman shut the door, and then she opened it up, and she got all pissy at me. And she's like, can you pull up into spot 3? And I said, no. I said, I'm not going to pull up into spot 3. I'm just waiting on my food. There's one car behind me. They can also wait if I'm waiting. And she shut the door. A guy came up, and he was like, listen, can you pull up? You're on our plate. There's a pressure plate. It does a time. Literally walked me through it. He said, everybody listen. He said, there's a pressure plate. When you pull up, there's a clock that starts. If we don't get you out of here in a certain amount of time, we get in trouble by management and from corporation.
Yeah.
And I said,
then stop bitching to you and make the food.
well, what I said to him was, I know how it works. I worked here. I said, but I'm not going to let you cut short and act like you're completing the orders when you're making people wait 5, 10, and 15 minutes over there. I said, to corporate, you guys are meeting the orders in the time frame. I said, but to the actual customers, you're not. I said, you're not treating us right, and that's not how it's supposed to work. I said, this isn't a dig at you guys, but if you're making us wait, then no, you're not meeting the time, and I don't think that you guys get that you guys should have your false records reported. And he just looked at me and he was like,
Well, you got me.
he literally didn't say anything. It was like 5 seconds, and he looked over and he looked at the girl, and the girl's just like, just shut the door. Just shut the door. And I was like, just shut the door. Okay. He shut the door, but he didn't actually shut it. And I heard her say shit. I said, if you're going to say shit, say it to my face. I am not causing a problem here. You guys are. And they didn't say anything, and then the guy came through, and he gave me my food, and I apologized. I said, I'm not trying to cause a problem. I said, but my point had to be made of why wait. Because guess what? I got my food before those people in 1, 2, and 4. 4 was what messed up, and that guy was waiting before 1 and 2 even pulled in their spot. So it proved my point more of, you're going to f up my order even more if I pull over there.
Yeah.
And wait, so like...
Dude, my McDonald's is bad about that shit too. They have like 3 spaces, and then they pull you up by the handrail. And like the handrail's first, so it's every time I get there. And you know what's funny is most of the time I don't even wait that long, but it's the shit that they have me waiting for. I'm like, you really like that concerned about your numbers that you can't keep me here for fucking 40 seconds to give me my like McDouble? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like you can't have me sit here 40 seconds to give you my sausage biscuit. You have to pull me up by the handrail. Like,
see, and that's my biggest frustration is why are you fucking lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Don't push me off. Don't push the customer off. You're not meeting the order. You're just faking the shit. And then you're pissing people off. I literally thought about it today. I was like, man, I wish one day I could work my way up corporate ladder at McDonald's, because that's the first thing I would address is fucking liars. Like, either increase the time that these people have to serve food, or just don't fucking fuck the customer. That's the biggest thing. That's honestly, that's just where I'm at with it. I'm just beyond it, because...
Well, and the thing that pisses me off is none of their shit takes too long to make. Unless you're getting grilled chicken.
Which they don't do anymore.
They don't do grilled chicken anymore?
I don't think they do they?
I know they don't do crispy chicken anymore. That shit took a long time. That shit took like 7 minutes. Like, I felt bad for anybody that wanted something whenever we didn't have crispy chicken made, because I was like, bro, you're going to wait a minute. You're going to wait a fucking while. But all the rest of the shit was like, I miss that stuff, dude. That shit was good. The crispy chicken.
Yeah. See, that was whenever the breading was good. Now the McCrispies are done way faster because they're...
suck.
Yeah.
They're horse shit. But
yeah, that bread.
I remember getting lucky a couple times. You go in there like real late in the day. They didn't have any McChickens made, but they still had good crispy chicken left over. And you order a McChicken for $1, and they were just like, they're like, do you care if we just put the crispy chicken on this? Like, we don't have any McChickens made. And I was like, dude, I would prefer that. Like, I would like for you guys. I'd like for you guys to do that every time. Like, this normal ass bullshit McChicken. Like, give me the crispy chicken. Give me the good shit.
Make that an upgraded option, please.
Yeah, right? Like, I'd pay more money for that shit. Give me just a fucking crispy chicken with some lettuce and some mayonnaise.
It's just, I felt so bad because I understood their frustration. Like, I could see their frustration with me, because I felt like, I mean, I just had flashbacks to my frustration working drive-thru. So I got it. But at the same point, like, I wasn't pissed off because they fucked up my order or anything. I just told them I'm not pulling up. Like, yeah. And that they can't make you pull up. So also, like, fuck you.
I have a hard time feeling bad for them too, because like me and you have been there, and we, like, despite being 16 years old, operated like a well-oiled machine. Like, nothing was, like, we got shit pumped out. Like, me and you and Jordan.
And that's the thing. Our manager, our assistant manager, was our friend who was 2 years older than us. Yeah. And he was very fluent in everything there. Like, it really was. It's not a difficult job. It's just a shitty job. Like,
yeah, that's 100% true. It's not a difficult job. It's a shitty one, yeah.
It's very important.
Not knocking people that do it.
No, I'm just respect for people that do it.
It's an aggravating one to have. Like, yeah, for sure.
It
gets fucking annoying.
My coworker Joey, the guy that I work with now, he also worked at McDonald's for a few years while he was in high school, and we talk about our war stories together. And he has the same experiences, but we talk about it. Like, we are so glad that that's the job that we chose as our first job, only because, like, every lesson that we learned there still kind of applies today, as well as, like, inspiration to let's never have to go back to that.
Yeah.
Like, coming home with grill burns, grease all over you, just smelling like fry oil,
Smelling like fucking McDonald's, yeah.
just trash, and like, and like you said at the just there's nothing wrong with it, and we're not dissing it. But unless you're working up,
we had some good times there.
Oh, I had fucking phenomenal times there.
We had some good times there, yeah.
But it's a begin unless you're somebody that wants to be management where you can make a bunch of money and have a real career. It's a beginner's type of job. Like it's not a skill or trade job. So I think it's fantastic for high schoolers. But
yeah, for sure. 'Cause it teaches you how to actually work. But you can also like that's the thing. Like whenever me and you did it, and Jordan was with us and shit, and we had a couple other people that bounced in and out of there. It's a job that you can do well, and like you can still fuck around and have fun with your buddies. You know what I mean? Like
that's really
all the time, bro.
That's kind of why we all started working there. I feel is because once one person did, and then another person did, we realized that like you could have fun, you could make memories with your friends. It's a way to hang out with each other, while also we were all broke, poor kids. We needed money. So,
and do you know how many extra shifts I picked up just because I knew that you or Jordan were going to be there? Like they'd call me, they'd be like, "Can you come in today?" And I'm like, "Jordan works today." Yeah, I'll go in today. I know Jordan works today.
Yeah, that'll work out. I could do that. Yeah, dude, that's it's a fantastic first job. It's a great first job for all the lessons you can learn just from patience, just for humility, your people skills. If you work up front or drive through, like I just said. Those person had a bad interaction, but guess what? Aside from that girl, which she was far away when she told him just shut the door, so I don't think she meant for me to hear.
Yeah.
They were very professional. They handled my frustration, or at least they handled our interaction very well. And that's one thing that I think that the drive-through and working up front does. You get those people interactions. You get how to deal with rough people, grumpy people, people that just woke up, people that are tired, people just, literally all walks of life and all types of people. So it's, your people skills could really grow in that job.
Dude, I've gone through the whole goddamn, the whole bullshit tolerance, boot camp with my jobs. Cause not only have I worked fast food, I've worked retail. So I've worked not only in a restaurant, but in a store.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, those two will test the out of your patience at an extremely young age. And you will learn how to keep your mouth shut when it's not worth it.
Oh, I've been really lucky in adulthood. This job right here, working at the college, I have to be who I really want to be, which is just a super professional person. But it's so dramatically different, and it's been a really big learning curve for me because I went from 3 years of, 2.5 years of surveying and being in the office, switching back and forth. But surveying, I was in the middle of the woods by myself multiple times having full-on just pissed off breakdowns because of how far out I was, how far I had to walk, how sweaty I was, or if I was hurt. To where I'm literally throwing equipment and I'm cursing to everybody, God and the deer around me. Like, to where now I have people around me.
You deer.
Dude, okay, me and Chris just laughed about this. So there was one day, it started a torrential downpour, probably around 11 to 12 o'clock. We were in the middle of fucking nowhere down in Raleigh County on this big tract of land. And we're going down a hill, down a slope, had to be somewhere probably around in this. So the entire hillside was just down like this. And when you're surveying, you have to cut line to shoot in between to make sure that we can, my total station can shoot the laser and read the distance back. So you have to cut a clear line. So you have to cut trees and you have to cut branches down. It started a torrential downpour, and I was the back rodman on this job. And as soon as it started fucking torrential downpour, I was already done with today, and I was pissed off. And once I get wet, I'm done, and I'm having to walk for another hour. I was pissed off. So I just started fucking cursing and yelling at Brandon and Chris, who are like By the way, 45 plus years old, fully grown men, more than Chris is a war veteran, more than capable of whooping my ass 10 times over. But I go down with my machete and I'm fucking throwing everything. And I'm saying, fuck you guys, cutting down all my fucking trees, cutting down all my branches. I'm getting wet. I've got no coverage. Fuck you guys. I can't do this. And they're just sitting there laughing at me the whole time because they've been through those exact same emotions. Mm-hmm. But at this point in their career, in surveying, they're like, it's just another wet day. But for me, it's like, for them, it's like watching a cartoon character running down, just fucking, dude. They laugh. They bring that up every time. It's such a funny moment. It's one of the things that I think about. Of like, man, I'm glad to be where I'm at. Yeah, but to go to that now, I'm surrounded by a ton of people, so I have to constantly not only watch what I'm saying, but I'm somebody that talks what I think. Especially like I do a lot of solo projects, so I walk my way through things, and I'm the first one on my floor, so everybody hears me first, and so I have to really watch what I say. Been a learning curve.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's funny, I've been doing warehouse shit since I was 23. 23, yeah, 23. I've been doing warehouse shit since I was 23, and, like, the night and day from 23, 24-year-old me to 28-year-old me is fucking crazy. I used to, like, at the job at the tire place, dude, I used to bitch fucking so much. And now, like, I bitch, but, like, it's only to my girlfriend. Like, and then, like, but at work, you wouldn't think anything was ever wrong with me. But,
yeah.
Like at my old job, dude, I would bitch fucking so much about everything to everybody, the people that work there and everything else. And then, like, I don't know, there came a point in time where I kind of learned, like, that's crazy, too, because there's some shit, like, youth jobs will teach you a lot of things, but there are some things that you will not truly learn until you get to adulthood. Like adulthood working, and some of it is just that, like, dude, if you look hard enough, you're always going to be pissed off about something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of jobs really are, maybe not 100%, but, like, for the most part, they are what you make them. You know, like, most jobs, even if some people could find them miserable, some people could find them enjoyable, or at least find the silver linings in the things, like, I'm able to find the good parts of my job, at least, but it took me a long time to learn that shit.
No, that's I love that you said that. I think that applies. That's a great conversational starter. That applies not only to jobs, but honestly to life, especially in today's age where majority of people are caught up on social media. So you're not comparing yourself to your neighbor. You're comparing yourself to the people that have a life completely opposite of yours, with advantages that you've never known or seen yourself. Right. So it makes it a lot harder. I love that you said that they are what you make them. Your jobs are what they make them, and so is your life. Like, you have to find that enjoyment in there. And I was having a conversation with my coworker Joey this week, and we differed on opinion. I went back the next day and said, "Thank you for talking to me about this." I said, "You really opened my eyes." I thought about it later that evening. Whenever it comes to social media peer pressure and what's going on within the average person now, the way that I look at it is I kind of address my mindset to what I think everybody should have my mindset in things. And so whenever it comes to comparison, like, we were talking about social media influencers making money, or just, a variety of things, but I told him, I was like, I have the same self-comparisons as everybody else. Like, I was like, first of all, I make the lowest amount of money out of anybody that I know. Like, that I actually know. I make no money. But in terms of, like, social media stuff or online presence, like, there are people that I focus and pay attention to that I definitely address, or that I see and I get pissed off. Like, why do you have a platform? Why do you have this stuff? And I told him, I was like, I just feel like it's easier for me to whenever I get in that mindset, to, like, literally take a step back, look around and be like, dude, that's not my life. That I can't control that, but also look at how good I have it right now, and just kind of a different perception shift. Like, although not giving myself kind of leeway in sense of you've got it perfect. You don't need to strive for any growth or anything more, but more of a sense of appreciation for where I'm at now and understanding the growth that has already happened and where I could continue to go from here. But and that's the issue. So I think that everybody should be able to recognize that mindset as like, yes, what's on my phone makes me jealous, but I can't control that, and it's just different.
Yeah.
But it's not that same. In the way that Joey kind of the way that he got it across to me was just the influence that people put on specific things. So like, I don't put any influence on social media or on online presence, and that's even with having our channels and stuff. But a lot of people do, and so it's really just the importance of your values, and so it's easier for me to pull away and focus on what I'm able to do within my life because that's what I'm constantly thinking about. But for a lot of people, especially growing up now, the younger kids, it's literally video games, playing sport, it's streaming, it's doing all these things that is online based. So it just opened up my mind because I was really clouded and in judgment for the people younger than us because I took it as they're playing victim, and though they may be playing victim to an extent, it's also they're having different experiences, and I can't attribute mine to theirs, and I have to recognize that.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. They are what you make it, though. That's something that needs to be said and repeated because even though we're living different experiences, are you doing the most that you can to live to your fullest or to your fullest potential? Or not even potential. Nobody has to go and be super. Are you living your life to be happy? Like, are you happy within your own life?
Are you living? Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Are you living to fucking do something or
are you not? Like, you don't have to be. Yeah. The way that I look at it, that there's so many people that that think that you either have to be an Elon Musk and make a difference or you're nothing at all. And it's like, dude, there are literally billions of people that are just cogs in the wheel. And us being cogs in the wheel are just living our life, making sure that society goes on. But we're experiencing our life to our experiences or to tailoring it to our experiences.
Yeah, dude, it takes all kinds. Like, you know what I mean? It takes fucking... It really does. It takes all kinds to make the whole fucking world go round. Yeah, the important thing is just, like, do you, like you said, are you happy? Like, do you like it?
It's the best thing. It's why...
And if you do, then no matter what you do, who really gives a shit what anybody else has to say about it?
Who cares what... Who cares? Exactly. That's a perfect thing. Dude, Joey said, I like to talk about him because we're so different. Joey is gay. Joey has a small family. Joey came from a different area. No, he came from a small family.
I would love to replay the whole playback on that sentence because when he said he has a small I saw in my computer. I saw my eyes go.
No, he has a small family. His degree is graphic design. Mine is marketing, which I guess are kind of tailored together. But from his religious background, I literally just through and through, we are complete opposites. But we talk about everything that I enjoy about my week. This podcast, I don't do the Silver podcast or Silver Show too randomly, but whenever I do that to just family stuff, all that guy likes to do is draw and play video games. Those are his passions. And
I hear you.
I talk to him about my family and about stuff, and I'll talk to him about like the ups and the downs of having a family, and he's like, couldn't care less. I never want that. I don't want any of that. I don't want to stress the kids. It's so relieving for me because we're so drastically different, but we're at these same points in our life. We're at the same age. We're making the same money. We're doing the same jobs, and yet we are living completely different lives and completely content. From political spectrum to literally the way that we view damn near everything, it's completely opposite.
How old is he?
27, 28. He's our age. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say because the one thing that I heard in there that always seems to change is the having kids thing. Because like
Well, he's
I
gay.
used to,
He's gay
well,
too.
yeah, I forgot you said
But
that.
he does not like kids. It's not that. Like
Yeah,
he just doesn't like kids. But
yeah,
it's also it's just the way that he grew up, that, and that's the thing. It's like,
yeah. Well, I used to be real, like not in my plans, and then I lived by myself for a few years, and then I was like, do I really want to do this when I'm old? So, fuck this shit.
yeah.
And I was like it's okay when you're young. Like the first year it kicked ass living by myself. It was the best thing ever. I did it for like 2.5 years. I lived and I was like, yeah, this is fucking sweet. And then well, I lived like on my own for longer than that, but I had a roommate. But I lived like by myself for almost 3 years. It was from 2021 to 2023. I think it was actually a full 3 years on the dot. And then I fucking when I got done doing it, or when I started doing it, like the first year was the shit, and then the second year was like ups and downs. It was like, well, this is cool sometimes, like when you have a long day and you're pissed off about work or whatever. But like when you're in a good mood and you want to have fun, this is kind of lame because like what do you do? And then year 3, it was like, this is boring as fuck, and I hate this.
Well, he's been on his own for a while. I don't think so, but that is funny. That is another thing that could, but it could.
Like
and
that's exactly what happened to me because I was A-okay. Not only was I A-okay with it, I was excited to live on my own for the first time because like me and Chase are good friends. At the time, I was a little fed up with living with him, but still talk to the dude to this day. But I was excited to be on my own, not necessarily to be away from him, but just to be on my own.
Yep.
And towards the beginning, it was the coolest shit ever because like I didn't have many bills to pay at the time. Like I was still on Dad's phone plan. My rent didn't have any utilities. I was just paying rent and my car, nothing else. I wasn't making crazy money, but like with almost no bills to pay, you don't have to make crazy money. You know what I mean? So like I was living decent, fucking just on my own, like. And I'm not a very high maintenance dude, so like not a lot of the shit that I liked expensive, other than game consoles, and you don't have to buy those on repeat. You buy those once and you got them. So it was pretty much like, yeah, I'm by myself. Like if I want something, I can get it because I don't want like fancy things that cost an extravagant amount of money. It was like but then time passed and it was like, wow, this sucks. Like the longer I was doing it, I was like, this is boring. Like I don't.
Yeah, it's just not for you.
It was like, now maybe if I liked more things, then it would have been for me. But it was like, fuck, I can only do so much of sitting around drinking on my couch playing video games with my work buddies online. Like like I need fucking friends.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I've met. I don't want to say friends, but I've met some fucking tremendous people. Yeah. I've met some really good people that obviously my girlfriend's back there.
One of them
in my room, yeah. But that was But I've also met good friends from work and shit, from staying at the job that I'm at now.
Yeah. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about adult jobs, are that you never know who you're going to make friends with. But the cool really thing is, like, when you make a friend in an adult job, like, they're a friend. You could not see them for a year. They're your friend. And they're not going to hold it over to you because it's not high school to where they saw you every day. So it's I have to see you every day to be your friend sort of thing. It's, man, thanks for the connection we made while we were together. Like, and it's, outside of that, that's the best thing. I mean, shoot, I called Chris yesterday after getting at McDonald's. Fuck McDonald's. After getting at McDonald's, I called Chris just to check on him because he went to some toy stores out of state this week to look at some Star Trek stuff. But that's the whole the friendships, man. That's another great aspect of it. That's how it'll be with Joey. Joey will be a guy that I'll keep in contact with. One, professional wise, because he's a damn good designer, but also just because me and him have great dude, and I think we both have had some of the most elaborate conversations, fully unexpected, with
Yeah.
each other, which is cool because when you're polar opposites, that's kind of what happens. Your conversations evolve into things that you definitely were not planning on talking about online or to that person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been really great. So that's been cool. I don't even know where we were at with that, but that ended. That was
I don't know.
no. That's what I like. That's how our that's what I like. Is just
we were talking
good
about
conversations, dude. Yeah, fuck McDonald's. That's what's up.
Talking about McDonald's and it turned into that. Yeah. I got a good fucking transition. I think now. I think I remember talking to you the other night about this. I was a couple sheets to the wind, but we talked about it last week. And we talked about it over the weekend, I think. I think it'd be a good time to get into it. The NBA jerseys. Do you have those on deck? I think it's time for those, dude. I went and I knew what mine were, but I had to go and look up pictures of them today. So,
yeah, I have some of mine.
And if we have any of the same ones, then I can easily find another one. But I think we should do this. I think we should do this bitch like draft style. Like, how many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6 here, but I can find more. I only have 6 because the pictures I were taking, and I had more, but I took away some Heat ones because I'm biased on Heat and the Cavs. I'm very biased on the Heat and Cavs.
I am too. Do you know how hard it was? You know how hard it was for me to not be like, well, I want this Cavs jersey and this Cavs jersey and this Cavs jersey. It's like, no, I can't do that. I get one Cavs jersey.
I see. I was so biased with it, I didn't put any Cavs or Heat jerseys in it because
really.
Because for me, I would have voted for him. Well, not guaranteed. I'm not gonna lie, because some of these are tough. Yeah, let's go draft style. We'll just go one against another, and you just throw them on screen. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So when we get done with this, just in case any of ours overlap and one of us has to change, we'll do we can do 4 rounds. Just a good 4 NBA jerseys here.
Cool.
And
I just sent you my number 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so you had it.
No, you can go first here though, because your number 1 is not in my list, so that works out perfectly. So you just take the lead.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody, you can see it right here while it's throwing it up on screen. This is back whenever the Grizzlies were in Canada. The Vancouver Grizzlies. Now, these are some of my, these remind me of the 90s starter jackets, honestly, that the NFL used to put out. They are so poppin', so graphic, and as a designer, you cannot tell me that neither the font nor that grizzly bear is kick butt. That is awesome. And I wish I knew the history behind it, but I'm not a Grizzlies fan. But I remember these jerseys, so I had to go and look them up. And then again, that teal, that's beautiful. That is such a contrasting color that it's such an attractive thing. I don't know. So that's my number 1 there.
Hell yeah. My number 1 pick is gonna be this one right here. I'll send it to you. Yeah. My number 1 pick is the goddamn yellow Cavs jersey, bro. Technically gold, I guess. They're the wine and gold, so that is the gold Cavs jersey. Plain Cavs 23 across the chest, it's funny because LeBron played less time in that uniform, but I feel like people remember him most for that uniform because that's like championship season. They won the championship in the blacks, which I don't like just because of the sleeves, but the golds were a big alternate that year. They had that was like the biggest layout of Cavs uniforms they ever had. They had the white, they had the red, which is the wine, they had the gold, which is this one. They had the blacks, and I want to say they had an old classic style blue one that I wanted to throw on this. Yeah, no, they did because I wanted to throw it on this list, but I didn't because I had to pick the gold. That when I see that uniform, I think Kevin Love, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. Some of the best fucking years of my life as a basketball fan. Goddamn, was I ever excited. For 4 years was I excited, bro.
Okay.
I loved that team. They had those uniforms longer than just that team, but that was the highlight of that team. That was the initial uniforms they used when LeBron first left, and they kept them when he came back, and they switched them the year before he left again.
I do believe, yeah, you can age the photo exactly with the shoes that he's wearing. I think that those are the 18s. No, those are before the 18s. That's even crazier. Must be 16s. Anyways, that's very hard. That's very difficult. See, that's funny. Complete opposite. You guys see it on screen there. They are complete opposite our picks there. The only thing that there is contrasting colors to the base text. I'm having a really hard time because I'm super Cavs biased. I think the cooler uniform is the Grizzlies. I think the more memorable one
is the Cavs.
For me, is the Cat. But is that biased because I'm a Cavs fan? Like, would other teams remember this jersey?
Oh, I mean, I think so, because other teams, usually when they saw that jersey, they said, fuck Kevin Love, LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving. When people saw that Grizzlies jersey, they were like, oh, check out this fucking expansion team that got here 2 years ago.
Okay. Okay. But, so, all right, before I cast my vote, what exactly is this? Is this going to be coolest jerseys, or is this going to be...
I thought we were just picking our favorite ones. I didn't even know they were going up. I didn't even know they were going up against each other. I thought we were just drafting.
Oh, I love that. No, that makes it even better then. Oh, cool. If I don't have to pick a favorite.
Just drafting our favorite ones, but if one of us has one, the other one can't have one. So that's why I only want to do 4 rounds, because I have 6 pictures. You have 6 pictures.
Okay, so that works out perfect.
Yeah, I thought we could do this bitch that way.
That works out perfect. All right, well, here we go. My next one, my number 2, is the Utah Jazz.
Those are fucking sweet, dude. I forgot about those. Those were very recent.
Yeah.
That's a picture of Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, that's Ricky Rubio. I cut him off. I love that jersey. I thought that that's such a cool design, and for Utah, it makes sense, but it's different than their normal color scheme. So it's a cool alternative.
Yeah. My number 2, man, I got a tough one here, because I know you, and I feel like one of these might be your number 2 pick. So I got to pick my favorite one here. We're gonna go.
See, that's how I'm at right now. Yeah, that's funny. That's
my number 2. I'm sending it to you now. Is the old black pinstripe Bulls jerseys, bro. Those things are slick as... I love those things.
Those specific ones, the black with the red lettering and the white outline, those specific pop way more than all others.
They brought them back. They brought them back not that long ago.
Did they? That's how untouched I am. Dude, basketball was my shit for 20 years, and now I'm so out of touch with it.
I'm gonna try to remember that when I go through the editing to make sure that's gone.
What I do is I go through and I type in every curse word I can think of. It's what helps me know, like, I'm either cursing too much or that was a dang good episode, because we cursed a lot in that episode.
And there are differences too. Like, there's some of them where we're just swearing because we're sitting there drinking. And then there's some of them that we're swearing because whatever we're talking about is fucking hilarious.
Insane. So I have to, that's why I do it. Every, believe it or not, I type it, the fucks. I look through every single F word that... I should have said the F word there. That was I'm sorry, guys.
The fucks?
This is a learning curve. That's what this is. This is a lesson. I type in the F word, and I go through line by one through every single one of them that we do. We probably average between 90 and 120 F words.
That's awesome, bro. We're like the South Park movie.
It's very much through.
Like 80 of them are me.
We do. Actually, yes. Like, yeah. Actually, a lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that 100%. I can tell that you try to, like, I can tell that throughout the thing you try to family talk, and then I'm just sitting here Swearing like a goddamn truck driver.
It's how I want it. It keeps it authentic to the brand, authentic to us. Anyways, back to this. I agree, and I'm going to say, out of the 4 that we've sent, I actually think that your Bulls jersey you just put up, that's up there, is my favorite
Yeah,
out
it's
of these
incredible.
4.
It's incredible. It just can't be. It can't be my number one pick because it's not my favorite. My favorite are the gold Cavs jerseys. That's
Yeah.
literally my favorite uniform of all time, and I don't know why. It just is.
That's funny.
I think it's because it's light colored, but it's not white, so you can wear it at home. You can wear it on the road. You know what I mean? You can wear it.
Yeah.
You can wear it wherever.
Now these right here are it for me. These are like the most iconic jerseys in my mind that I've seen, that I grew up on.
I almost picked that one, but I didn't because I had a strong feeling that you would.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That those right there are my favorite jerseys of all time, I think, and it's because they're the most recognizable, the most memorable. And though I was not a Raptors fan, now at the age that we're at and knowing everything that guy has done, not just for the Raptors but for the game of basketball and just in general how freaking talented he was. Yeah, those Raptors jerseys and specifically that 15 is sick. I do want to throw this in there. I'm going to see if I can find the photo. They, in recent years, came out and did an alternative in honor of him. If you don't mind throwing this up here right now, Wyatt, for them as well. This is the alternative to that throwback in honor of him because
those are the coolest shit that I have ever seen in my fucking life.
Dude.
Because I love Vince Carter.
Are those not?
I got one more in me. The originator of the meme. I got one more in me. Vince Carter played till he was 95 goddamn years old.
Like,
that's an awesome jersey.
Yeah, I love that jersey. That's like my castaway throwaway favorite jersey because I didn't the only reason I didn't throw it in here because I haven't actually watched that jersey be played repetitively or really ever. Probably one game, but kick butt jersey.
But yeah,
now we're gonna go up to your
real time number 4 here. We might be able to do 5 rounds if you want to because we haven't overlapped once. I really thought we would, but we haven't yet. So
well, before we do, I want to talk on your number 3. I kind of had accidentally I sent that one in between. We didn't talk on your Warriors jerseys.
Oh my
have
god,
here.
You're right. Yeah, I just thought it was in the message. We didn't talk about my number 3 pick. My number 3 pick is the We Believe Warriors uniforms, bro.
Now, if you guys don't know, you can see right now there are names to each of these jerseys, and that's just like you wouldn't look at these and say "We Believe," but that's apparent. That's the name.
You know what I was talking about,
yes.
though. Like when I said it, you immediately were like, "Yep."
Yeah, but that's not. That's just the name of the style of jerseys for whatever reason.
I don't even know why. I was too young.
Yeah,
I was a small child. But through my years of playing video games and loving basketball, I know that.
Is that Stackhouse?
That's what those are called.
Who is that? What's his name? I forget.
That's
number 1.
Steven Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy, I fucking love him post-career. That guy is sick, dude. Oh, I've come to respect him so much.
Who else wore those We Believe Warriors uniforms for a very short period of time? I think,
that was probably 2006 to 7, right?
Baron Davis for sure.
Yeah, he was the one that was rocking it. Was the no, he wasn't on there. He was on the Wizards. Dude, I'm gonna be honest.
Gilbert Arenas? Yeah, no, he was.
There. Oh, he was there. Okay.
He started his career.
I put him on the Wizards right there. I put him on the Wizards at this time. Okay.
I don't know if he was there with those. Hold on a second. I'll Google it. I'll Google it and I'll use this picture instead, if it's right.
Dude, so I remember growing up and hearing Gilbert Arenas. I know that he was big when we were when we were starting to play basketball. So like 4th to 8th grade.
Yeah, and then he brought those guns to the arena.
But I didn't realize how freaking cash that dude was, and also how much cash that dude earned because he was so freaking good.
Yep, here it is.
He's got a podcast. That's a good podcast.
Gilbert Arenas right there, Agent Zero himself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas is. I do like Gilbert Arenas' shit. He's
nice.
He's a cool dude. He's really funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas. We Believe Warriors. That's not as well. Those uniforms are slightly different, actually. I think. Well, no.
Not really. I think it's just he's skinny.
Yeah.
Tucked in more. I like that.
Yeah, but the We Believe Warriors uniforms, that's my pick 3. And I see your pick 4 here. And I don't think, I think we can go on to a 5th round because we haven't overlapped at all. But those are damn good ones, too.
So
you go ahead and take the wheel on those.
The reason why I'm choosing this, and you guys, everybody could probably tell, if you were to ask me when we graduated high school, I'd have a completely different list. But with just my interests and then also my profession and what I do, I really love graphics. I love something that pops, and I love branding. And to me, what hits harder in terms of branding and being on point than the Utah Jazz having these sick-ass mountains on the top of these purple jerseys?
Fucking incredible. And you want to see a uniform that looks like very fitting for a white dude? You look at this one, John Stockton. White as shit. One of the greatest basketball players, point guards of all time.
That might have been the best advice you could ever give to any outfit designer. If you want to match a white guy, throw him in purple. That is hilarious.
Yeah,
honestly.
Don't put him in yellow though. You look at Luka in that Lakers uniform, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that looks off.
What is this?
He blends out. Yeah.
Seat of sports. What's going on here? Put this
man
in Milwaukee stat.
He would look sick in a green jersey, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Luka's
I just always liked those. I almost had some Bucks jerseys, but they just weren't cool enough. But this one right here is super iconic for me because of all of the growing up. I used to watch NBA TV. Anybody didn't know, there used to be a TV channel called NBA TV, and literally it was just NBA games all time, and it was all of the dunk contest. It was everything. So for years, that was my thing. I just watched the old games.
I don't know if it's if it's still around, but I know it has been around like in the recent future because you just unlocked a memory for me. Me and Chase, when we lived together, so 2020, because we lived together for about a year and a half. So it was 2019 to late 2019 to mid 2021. But we went out to a bar, and they had on the bar on the TV. We're playing NBA TV. It was Kobe Bryant's first All-Star game.
That's awesome.
While he was alive, mind you. So this was like right after I first moved up there.
Yeah.
So that was one of you know what's funny is that's actually the last Kobe Bryant game that I watched. Because that was well after his last game. I watched his last game. I think you might have been there for that, but I know me and somebody watched Kobe Bryant's last game.
I feel like I would have. I don't think I would have missed his last game, especially around that time period.
2016, yeah. You were with me almost every day.
And basketball was my life. Like I love that shit. That's. It really wasn't until about sophomore year of college that I kind of put sports on the back burner of my mind. But man, that's crazy to think about. Holy shit.
I'm up to my pick 4 here.
Yes. What do you got?
I hate that I didn't start looking until today because it slipped my mind until today, but then I remembered when I had enough time. I couldn't find a picture of anybody wearing it, and it pisses me off because I know there are plenty of pictures of people wearing it. And I actually talked to you about this the other day, whenever you had reminded me that we were doing this. But right here, the blue...
The throwback, the blue script Los Angeles Clippers logos.
The blue Clippers logo, Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan era.
If people don't remember this one specifically, you 100% remember the white alternate version of it. The complete
white,
opposite.
The white was the original version of it. So they had white and red for like a year or two when they came out with this style of jersey, and then they brought in the blue.
I like the red.
The blue was their old alternate as well.
I forgot about the red. I like the red of this. That one is nice. Yeah. The red one is nice.
I liked all three of them, but if I had to pick one, I had to go with the blue. I don't know what it is about the blue. I'm more of a red guy, but I haven't picked one red uniform yet, though. The closest thing I got was the Bulls.
Those are really... Yeah, I see what you... Yeah. And that was such a good era of Clippers, too, so it's super memorable.
I really, like... You know, like, as an adult, I hate people that do this, but as a guy that, like, I don't have a basketball team in my city, I think it's A-okay to pick a secondary team. Like, in football, if you were to ask me who my secondary team was, I'd probably tell you to go fuck yourself. I don't have one. I ride with my Steelers, bro. But baseball, I'm a, you know, live or die, fucking, and it's always die, Pirates fan. But basketball, while I do love my Cavaliers, there was a brief period of time in our childhood where the Cavaliers were absolute dog shit, and it was when LeBron James left. And
yes.
And coincidentally, in that same period of time were the Lob City Clippers. And I fucking fell in love with that team, dude. I loved that team. Like, I'm not as big of a Clippers guy now. You know, I like my Cavs. But when I was a kid and LeBron left the Cavs, like, I still liked the Cavs, but I knew they weren't going to make the playoffs, so I'm like, well, I got to root for somebody. Yeah. Like, I will still love the Cavs, but I can pull for somebody that has a shot. And I just saw Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and I said, these guys are it. I was like, these guys are fucking incredible. These games are so fun to watch. They do such ridiculous shit. They're not the Lakers. I fucking love these guys. So that fucking Lob City Clips team holds a special place in my heart.
Might as well. But everybody could see for the last 3 seconds I'm holding up what looks like a big O, because those three guys have amounted to 0 freaking championships somehow.
How?
What the heck, dude?
Like,
that has to be one of the biggest NBA, like, trio flops in history. Like, has to be.
One of the only one that was worse was Nash, Howard, and Kobe.
Oh, see, really? No, to me, it's the Thunder's Durant, Westbrook, and I think no. You're right. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot about Nash being on the Lakers.
Yeah, Nash, Howard, and Kobe, and two of them were always hurt throughout the whole year, and it usually wasn't Kobe.
And it's bullshit because Dwight Howard, when he went there, he was supposed to be like the piece that finished everybody in the league.
At the time, he was the man. Like, Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard was the man. There was no topping that guy.
It's really crazy.
Center play, yeah. We can make that another one for the future. Fucking failed NBA, and I don't want to say failed because they're all, you know, goddamn legendary NBA players, but like NBA, you know, fucking duos or trios that like should have done more. I guess you could put it that way.
I'll come up with the hold on. Yeah. I'll work on a name for it though. Yeah, I'll work on a creative.
I can think of a good handful of them that, like, if you look back on it, should have done more. But
NBA dynasty flops, because they should be dynasties and they were fucking. They weren't.
Should be dynasties. I think is a fucking fantastic name.
Should be dynasties. There we go. Oh yeah, the NBA should be dynasties because then we could transfer it to all of them. Honestly.
Yeah. And it's also like not shitting on these guys because most of these guys are not worth shitting on. They were fantastic fucking.
Yeah, we're giving them credit.
They just couldn't get the job done for whatever reason.
Not together.
Like,
no, that's so funny.
You know, there's even some, like, I guess you could argue before we get into our round 5 here. I guess there are even some, like, I'm a big Cavaliers fan. I could say the Cavaliers fall into that category. Despite winning one, should have won more than one.
Should have won a lot more. And we
fucking how many years in a row did they make it? Should have won more than one.
And I'm gonna be honest, I will put the early Cavs in there too. People like to shit and say that LeBron had it all himself. LeBron did not have it all himself in the
Oh, yeah.
2000s. Ilgauskas needs, like, he's literally a Hall of
Yeah.
Famer and also a Cavs retiree and honor. Like, his number's retired for a
Yeah.
reason. He was a
And
monster.
and throw it back further than that, and you had the unit of Mark Price and Brad Doherty and fucking Larry
Shit,
Nance.
dude.
You had a
Yeah.
you had a unit.
Yeah,
back in the
literally.
day, like,
But we were actually good back then, though. Like, they were. And
back in the day, you also had to compete with goddamn Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and everybody they had on their teams. They're like an unstoppable fucking force. And then Jordan comes in, and the Bulls assemble, and the Cavs never stood a chance. But they were good.
Yeah.
It's just everybody else was better, and that's what happened to the Cavs. Like recently too, it's like the Cavs were good, but then you had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson rising up.
Yep. You can't do anything about that. That's the thing. You know, just to touch on it before we continue to move on, I used to really hate on Steph Curry. I hate Steph Curry because of now kids think that that's the fundamentals of game of shooting. But my gosh, in the recent years, I have gained some of the most respect for any athlete ever within realizing how truly special. Like, dude, we are living in one of the greatest eras of sports, truly ever, in terms of professional sports. We've got Ohtani, who just won the MLB championship, the World Series.
Yeah, won the World Series,
and he is already compared to Babe Ruth.
Yeah, dude, fucking sports record. Like, we live in a good era of sports because sports record books are constantly in jeopardy.
Yes.
We're our lifetime got to see the entirety of the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. We've got the best two-way player in history in baseball. We got Tom Brady.
We saw the best quarterback ever. That's where it's at for me. It's funny because
Calvin Johnson, fucking one of the best receivers ever, that cut his own career short by choice.
Same thing with Michael Vick. Same exact thing with Michael Vick. And that's the funny thing is looking at it now, like we're at a great time for sports and for what we're able to witness. And I kind of took it for granted because I didn't realize how special it was, but it's cool to look back on now at the age that I am because there are more and more athletes in each sport every single year. But to be able to see the standouts such as the LeBron James, Steph Currys, the Ohtanis, the Derrick Henrys, the Saquon Barkleys, the people that are just standalones within the standalones is something that, as a sports fan, I'm being able to be so much more well-rounded in appreciation. It's not like tied to the teams that I like. It's truly specific. Like, I don't hate I love Tom Brady. I think he's fucking awesome.
Oh, one of the I don't even say one of the greatest of all time.
He's
no fucking doubt about it.
No doubt about it. You can't do.
It was at my expense most of my life, but one of the greatest of all time.
And now we can say that, like, oh my god, like that's the way that I look at it. Is, I mean, as of right now, I don't plan on having another kid, but Layla's already into sports, at least into understanding what different types of sports are, and she loves watching football, dude. She loves football Sunday.
If y'all got her watching football yet?
I've only watched football's the only thing that I've watched with her, but Sunday, whenever it's on, she'll play and watch it all day long. Like, she has no issue with it. So,
Prime Video, the NBA Cup's on the Prime Video this year.
I do have Prime Video. I also, for right now, at least have Peacock, and Peacock has some NBA games, so you can watch. I watched an NBA game for the first time in 2 years.
NBC is one of the new homes for one of the many new homes for the National Basketball Association. One of the various homes that give them a lot of money.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh fuck. We could get into. I left it out. We could get into advertising, but all right. On to number 5.
Yeah, we still got round 5.
Yes, round 5. I'm choosing this. This is a throwback to back in the day. I wanted to choose a Mellow, the blue and yellow one, because for me that's just sick. That's just awesome. And again, sticking with the no heater Cavs for myself. It's just iconic. It's just cool. And young Jokic is funny. So
Yeah.
it helped to put that one in there.
All right, my fifth and final. This is one of my favorite uniforms of all time, right here.
I forgot about these.
The black Orlando Magic alternates, specifically that era. I loved those Magic uniforms. The Dwight Howard, Jameer Nelson, Vince Carter, that Magic.
I forgot about that, dude. Holy cow.
I liked that team. I liked that look. I loved the Adidas shooter sleeves. I had one of those in blue.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. But you also had the Crazy Eights. You wore the Crazy
Eights. I had the Crazy Eights. Those are the most uncomfortable goddamn basketball shoe of all time.
Anybody doesn't know what that is, look up the Crazy Eights, and you could look up royal blue Adidas Crazy 8 basketball shoes. They are the fattest, most brick-looking shoes in the world.
I can get a picture of those and throw them on here because I have I have a picture of them on my Facebook profile that was like however many years ago yesterday or the day before that.
That's the best fucking thing is going back. I have deleted posts off my Facebook because every year I used to post my basketball shoes, and I think the only ones that I might still have up are some Air Dunks that were just some alternatives from, I think, 7th grade year. And the blue was even baby blue in my mind. I love shoes. Shoes are my shit. So if anybody's listening to this and you think I'm weird, I remember it because I love shoes. That's just why. That's awesome. That's funny.
That's our draft right there. I think that's pretty good ones. I like how we didn't pick the same two.
No, that's awesome.
I feel like we very easily could have because I thought about picking the white hot Heat uniforms, the all whites. Like
honestly,
white letters, white numbers, everything. Like I thought about picking those.
That was mine.
I thought you had those, so I didn't.
I had the whites, and what's funny is I was like, no, I better go to another. So I went to the all blacks with the white because I also like those.
And they had all reds as well.
Yeah, but then I was like, no, dude, I can't be biased, so I didn't want to put any of them in there. But no, I really like that. And I didn't actually have any of yours, but out of all the ones that you sent, though I do love the Cavs, I have to put the top one as the Bulls. That pinstriped black Bulls is
sweet. Yeah.
Just kick butt. Man, I forgot about a lot of those, though. That's awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Everybody loves sports. That'll be a fun one. See, that's a little different than a bracket, the drafts. We can have that be a regular thing, too.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it.
Especially coming up on the end here.
I will, full disclosure, that's a stolen idea. I stole that from a different podcast that I watch.
That doesn't matter. Hey, here's the thing:
we can use it.
As somebody that is literally a designer and got the advice given to me by somebody that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, you can't trademark ideas. You can only trademark products. And whenever it comes to a service, as long as it's your original content, which we're putting forth within that. That's how advertising is done now. Like, it's hard to have an original idea, and original ideas are based off of others' ideas. Yeah. So, like, I'm all for it, dude. I love that.
Yeah, I stole it mainly because they haven't done it in a long time. I listen to them every week. They haven't done it in a long time. But,
even if they did, screw them.
Yeah. And even if they did or didn't, I will credit the Deadlock podcast with the...
Oh, well, at least you know their name.
Yeah, I do know their name. I know their name. Yeah, the Deadlock Podcast.
Dude,
they're guys that fucking watch a bunch of wrestling and talk about the wrestling shows. Oh,
I remember this.
And it's really goddamn funny.
I remember that.
Yeah, it gets goddamn hilarious. But
hell yeah. Well, we can throw them up here too. You can throw a screenshot of their stuff. It wouldn't be a bad thing to shout them out.
It wouldn't. You know.
And you know what? We're doing shout outs. Everybody. Go and check out Dubby.gg and for all your energy and hydration needs, because they fuel Backroad Banter podcast, they fuel Stack and Solo, and they fuel about 40 to 50 other private individuals and platforms from streaming, gaming, and all your entertainment needs. Dubby.gg is fueling you. So
Yeah.
get out there and get you some with promo code Backroad, and you'll get 10% off your order.
Yeah, be better, motherfucker.
Be better.
Yeah. And
I don't want.
I'd like to shout out the Joe Rogan Experience.
Ooh, yeah, let's
Just,
shout them.
just for shits and giggles, I guess, just because I can.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I still very much I love the Joe Rogan Experience. It's my number one podcast that I listen to. But I have to. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. It used to be. The only issue is now I'm not interested in listening to his friends. I'm only interested in listening to things that like I'll learn from, or I just have no clue about, so I at least get a base layer of. So he's not my number one, but it is really interesting, and it actually. Oh, no, go ahead with what were you gonna say?
I started listening to Joe Rogan again recently too, especially whenever I had that job that was an hour away. I'd listen to him every day on the way to work. The only ones that I listen to are, I hate that I filter it this way, but I listen to the ones that the Ping Trip guys on Instagram make the clips from, make the edits from. Have you seen those?
I don't think so.
The fucking.
I don't think so.
I can send you one, but
yeah, send me one.
I just send it to your Instagram, but it's the guy that makes these edits. I know I've sent them to you before, so once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I think the one that I sent is really fucking fun.
It flew right over my car. I like bugs. Try to.
I know exactly. Yeah. Okay. So you guys just heard about 10 seconds of it. So all it is just literally.
It gets a lot better. You should.
You find 3 to 10 words, and then you clip about 30 minutes later into a different thing. Like, that's awesome.
It's a guy that, mad respect to the dude because I love the page and I follow it and I think it's funny as shit. That motherfucker, like, I hate to judge his life. I don't know what he actually does have going on. I don't know if he has a full team, but if this is a one-man operation, that guy's got way too much fucking time on his hands.
Dude, I think about that all the time. Like, I don't have enough time. This is how busy I am with a normal average $30,000 job a year. I don't have enough time to do this podcast and my silver podcast in the same week.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
I have to plan it out.
I'd thought about making extra videos, like just like video game shit of certain shit that I've played, like not the sports shit, but like the more interesting shit, like the story style shit. And then I thought about it a little harder, and I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
It's like there's no fucking way.
Dude.
I won't be able to like. What if I don't want to play that? What if there's something I want to watch? Like, I can't guarantee anybody on earth that I can pump out a fucking extra video every week. Like, I can.
Plus the editing and
like, I can do this one. I can't do my own. Fuck that noise. This works because it's a 2-man unit. I couldn't do this by myself every week.
No, dude, it's so difficult. And for the first few weeks, like I was really trying, but now the first few weeks, but now after being in it since the summer, I'm for the Silver Show for Stack and Solo. Everybody go check that shit out. I try to average about once every 2 weeks, or I want to do every Friday, but once every 2 weeks is the goal because it's just so. It takes so much to edit a silver podcast because you actually have to do like a lot of research I do research within it, and then I add sound effects, and then like it's making shorts and doing all kinds of shit. By the way, I gave up on fucking TikTok with my silver show. I made a channel for TikTok, posted like 3 shorts on that bitch, and I was like, that's too much extra effort with the YouTube. So now I'm solely YouTube. Everybody, check that out. Screw that.
Yeah, I used to. I will say one thing before we like. I mean, I don't know if you had a review or anything. I gave my live one at the beginning of the shit, but I'll give one last thought.
Yeah, I got some things we can talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go into your things, but I'm gonna give one last thought myself. I used to shit on people that did this kind of stuff or other kind of stuff, any sort of content creating, and did it by themselves, and then I was like, yo. Like that's not hard to do. Like, why do people do that? and then I got to do it as an adult with a partner in this bitch in AI Justin over here. Originally original Justin, but if I don't win the lottery, we'll have to get original Justin back. I'll have to revive him using my dark magic. But
yeah, he can't afford my services every week.
Right? Yeah. But fucking, I used to shit on those people, and then I started doing this, and I was like, no, I don't know how the fuck those guys did that shit. Like,
well, yeah, the way that.
You had to have literally done it as a teenager while you didn't have a job to get big immediately and then keep going.
Or have a lot of people have the support around them, which nowadays a lot of people have the support around them to where luckily they don't have to do shit, which if you're in those circumstances, good for you. But yeah, absolutely, I'm with you, dude. Props to everybody that started, that does it on their own, and had built it from nothing. Cause
everybody. I don't care if it's something that I like or something I don't like or even something that I find stupid. Like, congrats for sticking to it, because holy shit, sometimes it's like, oh fuck, how am I gonna find time to do this and this and this?
And then it's coming up with ideas. Like, I thought my silver show would be so easy, dude. I have a this notebook right here is literally filled with nothing but pages of ideas of silver shows and stuff, but I have ideas, I can't actually formulate them to episodes, and then it's also understanding that people don't want to watch 30-minute episodes. I don't want to record 30-minute episodes. There's so much that goes into it that I never really thought about till we got into it. And it's been really huge lessons, but it's also been really great because for me creatively and professionally, this year has been the most growth that I've ever had for myself and I've seen within myself. Like it's started to establish a little bit of like self-pride, and so I'll be a little more amped to not consider myself a fraud within my industry anymore. And so it's something I'm really grateful for. Like editing, I didn't think about it until actually last week. But editing these videos every week, like I have close to 100 plus, if not 100. Actually, I probably have over 100 plus hours of video editing experience between this, my job, and then my other stuff. So it's just really cool where this has kind of led and transpired. It's been great.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited for year 2. We're still like, I don't want to say we're far away from it, but we're not knocking on the door yet. But
I'm excited for it because of what you said earlier, to where, like you said, when you were talking about the time frame to year 2, it had me excited because you're right. We need to start planning for the roadies, but also like it gives me more of a time frame of like, I think year 2 will really come into what this podcast could start to be. Like not just random, not just, the same conversations every week, but truly different, random, and fun stuff that's engaging for us, but also an audience. So
for sure.
That's the different freaking skits that we've done. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That's what's cool is that's what's cool about us sticking around for, like, I'll give ourselves a pat on the back. Sticking around for this whole thing, just for, next to, like, not trying to offend the people that do see it, but like number wise, next to nobody. The people that do see it, you are most certainly somebody, and we appreciate the fuck out of you. But
very much so.
But yeah, it would just be cool for at some point down the road to see a larger group and then be like, wow, this formed because we started with no goddamn idea and figured it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think we can do so. I think it's just we've got the podcast figured out. I think year 2 will really come into it with the social media aspect in terms of advertising ourselves on there, getting clips and that types of stuff, as well as we never really had practice on any of that stuff. So now we do, and we at least know what does and doesn't work.
We certainly didn't have practice on the time management aspect of it. Because in theory, it seems like a thing that you can do easy, and bang out anything you want to bang out, content wise.
But it's not.
It doesn't work that way.
It does not work that way in any sense of the full.
It doesn't
Like,
work that way.
and you can have plans and you can have ideas. Like, yeah, that would be a fun thing. A random thing, if we were just wasting time, would be to go back through our notes and see all the things we haven't talked about that we wanted to. And it's just because we have all these ideas, we just didn't have the experience in terms of how to formulate it. So it's been really cool to see that growth within us. So I'm with you, dude. We do kind of deserve a little pat on the back for...
for sure. We deserve a pat on the back for doing this through hell or high water. Like, for real. Like, we've...
See,
what the fuck has ever stopped us?
That's what that's what I brag to everybody about. Because whenever, like, Ethan, whenever I talked to him, he didn't know we did it. Like, Gunner knew about my silver show somehow, but he didn't know about this. Hunter knew about this, but not my silver show. And I was talking to Gunner about it. I was just telling him, I was like, yeah, I said, we just got done, episode 44 just came out. I said, so 44 weeks straight. And, like, every time that I say how long we've done it straight, like, through vacations, through trips, through sicknesses, like, and it's just, it's cool to have something an extra thing that is actually, in my opinion, fun. Yeah. That's consistent. It's like going to golf every week. You know, you have a couple hour period of getting to enjoy something, and you look forward to it.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm excited for what's to come. We still have how many episodes do we have before the Thanksgiving special?
Thanksgiving special would be 2. This one and next one, and then we'll have the Thanksgiving special. So episode 47.
I think so right now we're on the 5th. So the 7th is when this will come out. 46 will come out the 14th. 21 or
it's the 27th.
48 will come out the 21st, and then the day that our in-person one might be post Thanksgiving, because I'll be in. Oh shit, we can record it Wednesday night.
Well, I'm looking at it now. 47 will be the 21st, because the 7th will be the 5th. 46 is the 14th.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it depends. I don't know. Is Thanksgiving the 27th?
Thanksgiving is the 27th. That's
okay, so it'll be episode 48. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, that works out good. So we got a couple episodes till then. Okay. I've got a special Thanksgiving hat prepared. Everybody check out this one. Glenville alumni, both co-hosts of this podcast are Glenville alumni. Does this not look purple compared to blue? Weird. But yeah, I got a special Thanksgiving hat. I'm gonna put on a turkey probably. I'll just shove a turkey on my face, and that's what I'll be wearing and drinking.
Hell yeah!
Everybody look forward to it. That's what I'm excited for. We're gonna add into the roadies is Justin's hat of the year, because I have wore a different hat every single podcast aside from the podcast that I had my hair cut, where I would show off my new haircuts. So we need to do a hat of the year.
Yeah, I agree. I think we might be able to do my hat of the year too, and you get to pick from like 5 of them.
I'm gonna be honest, that would be way better and easier. I would prefer that. I've got some special shirts prepared. I don't know when I'll put them on, but I just want everybody to know I have a Toad and Frog shirt. I have a lactose tolerant shirt, which has a cow in the center, with a bunch of tanks around it, blowing up shit. I have what else do I have? I have a Pablo Escobar shirt, where it's just him with a bunch of money and drugs around him, which is just funny. This podcast makes me just I buy so much useless shit for this podcast.
Nice.
My yard sales will be full of $5 items.
Old merch.
Yes, dude, that's just podcast merch. That's all it is.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. That's about all I got. That was just the fucking solid draft, the solid everything else. And
yeah.
If you don't have any closing thoughts, we'll put the nail in the coffin in this some bitch. And if you
No,
have-
none that are worth. They can't wait till next week. None that are worth waiting till next
Alright.
week. Just overall, everybody remember a couple things. One, the Federal Reserve and the federal interest rates are against us right now, but soon they'll be for us. The federal interest rates are going to be cut between 3 and 5% here in the next 12 months, which is going to be record for us since 2020. Everybody go out and buy shit once that happens, because that'll help our economy. Number two, don't pull up at McDonald's drive-thrus. You don't have to. It's not a law, and all they're doing is lying to management, and they need to know that they're not fulfilling their orders in time. Whether that be because of their fryers or not, that's not your fault as a consumer.
That's right.
I am pretty much screwed in my teams in fantasy because Jaden Daniels' arm was snapped like a twig.
Hey, me too. Yeah, let's go.
I want Wyatt to attach these if anybody's paid attention to this, or just fast forward to the end. I did you guys a solid by screenshotting the two differences of what your arm should look like and what his arm looked like. And Wyatt can look at them now, and that'll give you a reaction.
Oh my god. That's fucking gnarly. I hate looking at that picture. I hated watching the video. The picture's worse because it stays there.
Dude, I watched it like 3 times to get the timing exact to the yeah. But let me see. Devil in Disguise on Peacock. Fantastic. It's about the John Wayne Gacy. It is everything that the Netflix shows are not. It truly, for the most part, plays true to what the story is. Where it doesn't, it tells you that it's not. It shows honor to each victim at the end of each episode, and it is truly one of the best murder documentaries remakes that I've ever watched. So Devil in Disguise, the John Wayne Gacy story on Peacock.
Yeah.
And I guess my last complaint, I'll just push out to Liquid IV. Liquid IV, you guys are stupid, and I don't understand you. Wyatt, I'll just send you this picture. You can throw it in here, or actually, you don't even have to, but you can at least see what I'm talking about. Liquid IV came out with a hot chocolate. Okay, so you're down on your electrolytes, and you need a little bit of boost in your day,
And you're cold as fuck. Here.
and you're cold, so you're gonna drink hot coffee. Fucking stupid. So, other than that, this has been a fantastic episode. I've really enjoyed the conversations. We've elaborated and went on tangents that really developed good conversations within themselves. So, yeah, that's it. That's about all I've got for this episode. And but I got plenty to push forward to next. So everybody, pay attention to episode 46.
Let's go.
Yes, yeah.